Good morning, guys. So as you can tell from the title of this video, this is going to be my updated morning skincare routine. And if you haven't seen my video that I put up right before this one, the Le Labo City Exclusives review, I actually mentioned in that one that this is the last trimester for me for this pregnancy. So if I'm looking like, you know, puffy and just like I've gained weight in my face, you would not be wrong. So, and just to give you some background on my skin, during pregnancy, my skin becomes more dry and just way less oily than normal, which is a nice change. But then that also means that I need to increase, you know, my hydration, and the products that I use are more moisturizing than I usually would use. And so I've kind of switched things around, and I actually have been really enjoying my new skincare routine. And as you can see from behind me, another brand has sort of taken over. As many of you know that are fans of Biologique Recherche, they have reformulated a lot of their coveted items and products that were at least coveted to me, and discontinued some as well. So I've kind of gone away from using a lot of Biologique Recherche to just using a few things. So I have actually, so they reformulated Serum Extra Tissue Layer, which was my favorite hydrating serum. They reformulated Serum Placenta. They reformulated Cream Placenta. They are getting rid of, or I don't know, reformulating Cream Mask for NYX, and that is just, I don't know how, I really don't understand how they're going to make anything nearly as good as that. I've heard they're also reformulating mask, Cream Mask Biofixine. They're getting rid of Echinoderm Creme Complex Biomarine, Creme Echinoderm O Complex Biomarine, this one, which is like my favorite day cream. And they're just slowly reformulating, it seems like, all of their serums that included biological extracts. So like splenodermine is not going to have spleen extract in it anymore. Like I was saying, Serum Placenta is not going to have the placenta extract, and I think colostrum is not going to have colostrum in it. So they're just, yeah, a lot of the products that I loved and used are being reformulated. So yeah, I have stocked up on some new skincare from La Mer, as you can see. But I still do use some Biologique Recherche. Obviously, I will never stop using my P50. And P50 that I've been using lately is actually P50W. So one of the sort of lesser exfoliating formulas than what I normally use, which is either just regular P50 or P50V. And since I've been either pregnant or nursing the last several years, I've never actually gone and tried the 1970 versions of any of the P50s. So I've strictly been using either just regular P50 or P50V or P50 Pigum 400. P50W is actually one step more, one step stronger, I guess, than P50 Pigum 400. Or Pigma 400. To me, P50 Pigma 400 is very, I guess, I don't feel a lot of activity when I use that. So to me, it's not as nearly as exfoliating as P50W. I thought when I first, well, before I picked up P50W, I thought it was going to be just way too light for me, but it's actually a lot stronger than I thought. So if you're, you know, wondering about whether to get just P50 or P50W or P50V, I actually really like P50W, and I think I'm probably going to continue using P50W even after this pregnancy, because it's actually gentle, but it's also effective. So it's not going to be as harsh as P50, or not nearly as harsh as P50V. P50V is vitamin enriched, so it has more, you know, ingredients in it. And I just felt like it was getting a bit harsh for me. So, and I don't know if it's just because of pregnancy or what, but I've really been enjoying P50W. So if you're someone who has oily skin like me and you're wondering if P50W is not going to be, you know, strong enough for you, I would say just give it a try. I was pleasantly surprised by the results that I got from P50W. So anyways, moving on. So the first step in my morning skincare routine is obviously cleansing, and my two favorite cleansers for the morning time, sorry, I'm just really out of breath, are the IS Clinical Warming Honey Cleanser, which looks like this. I've posted or storied about this on my Instagram. This is like one of my favorite, if not my favorite, morning cleanser. Or I use my La Mer, the gel cleanser, or the cleansing gel. If my skin, when I wake up, feels like it's oily, more oily, I will use this one. And then this is just such an amazing cleanser. I cannot say enough good things about this one. Just to show you guys the texture, it's like this, it looks like honey. It just looks like honey. Let me show you. And you put it on, you can put it on like dry skin, but that's what it looks like. And it's a little bit sticky like honey is, but oh, and it smells exactly like honey as well. But if you add a little bit of water, it sort of becomes more easy to spread and massage into your skin, and it's just a really, really nice cleanser for the morning. I really love it. And it has, I think it has papaya enzymes. It has some enzymes in it that gently exfoliate. It doesn't feel, I don't feel any activity at all from this cleanser, and it leaves my skin so soft, so hydrated, not stripped. It's just a really, really good morning cleanser for me. So I'm just gonna rinse this off. So yeah, that is the IS Clinical Warming Honey Cleanser. Recommend this like 1000%. So I'm just looking on the back, and it says that it contains purest raw honey, royal jelly, and propolis. So it's got really good ingredients. It has papaya enzymes, green tea extracts to further exfoliate and nourish. And I just think this is one of the best cleansers I've ever tried. So I highly recommend this cleanser, and I just think anybody would love it. It's so, and when it says it's a warming honey cleanser, it's not really that warming. It doesn't make your skin feel hot or anything like that. It's just slightly warming when you put it on. And then when you mix it with water, like the warmness kind of goes away. So it's not like those cleansers that like start to get hot. No, it's nothing like that. So in case you were worried about that, it's just very, very slightly warm. And it's like a nice cleanser to use, especially going into winter when you wake up and you don't want to splash water on your face. You can just use this, mix it with a tiny little bit of water, and massage it, and it's just a really nice cleanser for the morning. So I love this. Today I'm gonna go in with my La Mer, the cleansing gel though. Really love this stuff. It leaves my skin feeling really clean, but at the same time it leaves it feeling really soft and not stripped. So it kind of, I don't know if anybody has soft water where they live or has a water softener, but that's the feeling that I get when after I use this. It feels like I just cleansed my skin with really soft water. So it just makes my skin feel really soft and just clean. So yeah, that's why I really like this cleanser for the morning. And this is also a really good second cleanse as well. It's a nice gentle second cleanser if you don't want to go in with like a foaming cleanser or something like that. So I'm going to be using this right now. Okay, so I've just dampened my skin, and I'm going to pump out 1 and like a half quarter pump. So that's what it looks like. It's a gel, as the name says. And I'm just going to massage this around. And it doesn't really foam up too much, as you can see. It's a very light foaming action. Perfect for the morning if you are someone who likes gel cleansers in the morning. It doesn't strip my skin, and like I was saying, I don't know, it just, when you rinse it off, it feels like you're rinsing off using really soft water. And I have really hard water where I live, like extremely hard water. So it's almost like I have somehow altered my water when I use this. When I remove it, it feels like the water is so soft. Okay, so that's like the amount of foam that this product gives off. It's very, very minimal. So I'm going to rinse this off now. Okay guys, so done cleansing with the La Mer cleansing gel. And my skin just feels really nice and clean. I've been having to use these Breathe Right strips, the ones that you put over your nose so it expands your airways, because I've just been so congested at night. So I have like some redness just across my nose from having to wear those things every single night. So it just has been getting slightly irritated in this area. But yeah, so this is my skin right after cleansing with the La Mer cleansing gel. And then next, I'm going to go in with actually the La Mer, the tonic. So I've been really only using P50 at night because I don't want my skin to get too dry, because as I was saying, my skin is running a lot more just normal and not as oily. Normally I use my P50 morning and night, but I'm just trying to go a little bit gentler on the exfoliation. So I will be going in with a tonic, and this is such a nice toner, you guys. I love this toner. So, and I will be going in depth with each of these La Mer products, but I'm going to be doing that in separate videos, so that if there's a product that you're interested in, you don't have to like watch an entire video. You can just click on that specific video. So taking these and saturating it, and then I'm going to just gently swipe this over my skin. And this leaves your skin feeling extremely hydrated, and it's very cooling too. So it feels really nice on my skin since I'm running so hot these days. Anything cool on my skin feels amazing. Hard for me to get myself in the frame with my stomach being so big right now. It's getting squished into the countertop. So I'm standing on my tippy toes. And I just swipe this up my neck. So I'm done with that. This was the La Mer, the tonic. And so I actually haven't really mentioned why I went back to La Mer. So I have been using La Mer. Let me just, while this soaks in, I have actually been using La Mer on and off since, I want to say 2007. So I'm dating myself, but back in my college years, was when I really started getting into La Mer, and I was working and going to school, so I had a little bit of extra money to sort of get into skincare. And so La Mer was probably, I think, yeah, my first sort of luxury skincare purchase. I bought the soft cream, actually no, wait, I think I just bought Creme de La Mer. And so that was like my first real introduction into the luxury skincare world. And then on and off throughout the years, I've been using like bits and pieces, so not an entire routine dedicated to La Mer, but now I have a full routine dedicated to La Mer, and I'm super excited and just really happy to have the brand back in my life in a full routine. And if anybody is an OG skincare YouTube watcher, I'm talking back in like I was saying, the early to mid 2000s, there was a YouTuber, and leave it down below if you know who I'm talking about. She did the most amazing skincare routine videos, and a majority of her skincare was La Mer, and she would do these, they were super soothing skincare routine videos. They were usually like in dim light, or if it was an evening routine, and she would have like this really sort of just calming piano music playing in the background. And I used to love those videos so much, and I would watch them over and over and just wish I could have all of the La Mer skincare that she had. And I just loved her videos so much. And then she completely deleted her whole YouTube account, and all her videos are gone. So you can't even watch them anymore, which is so sad, because they were really, really well done videos, super soothing to watch, and just like the type of videos that I love. So if any of you remember or know who I'm talking about, then leave what her handle was down below, and then I will know you are an OG skincare YouTube watcher. But yeah, so loved her videos. I wish she wouldn't have taken them down because they were amazing. But anyways, so my skin feels super nice and hydrated and toned, and so I'm actually going to go in with my next step, which is Serum Elastin. So I like to take this around the eye area. I only use Serum Elastin around my eye area. I don't really put it on my like forehead lines or anything like that. And I just take a small amount and I rub it just around this area where the crow's feet generally start to form. I just take like less than a drop for each eye. So this is gonna last me a long time. But I love Serum Elastin around the eyes. I think I did a video where I said it was just okay, but the more that I use it, I'm starting to really, really enjoy it actually. It's just like a really, really nice hydrating daytime eye serum. And it's a little bit slippery feeling. It's not like it looks really watery, but it's actually more of like it feels a lot like the treatment lotion if you've tried this. So this is actually my next step. So this is the La Mer treatment lotion. Maya Rodriguez here on YouTube, if you know Biologique Recherche, you probably have seen all her videos as well. She was the one who recommended this to me, and I'm not sure if she still uses this, but I have only that much left, so I've used quite a bit, and I already have a backup right here. I absolutely am addicted to this. I love this so much. This is it's like an essence step, but really it's like a lot more hydrating, and it's thicker than your typical essence. So I've used SK2. As you guys know, I love SK2. I've used the Amore Pacific one, that brown one. I've used that one. But this one just, it has this sort of thicker consistency to it. I'll show you guys right now if you don't already know. It just is such a nice consistency. So I take 3 drops on my hand. Let me see if I could show you. It's hard, but it's like, it's not like water. Like the SK2 one to me just feels like I'm putting water on my skin. That's slightly like more hydrating than just water. And this one, it soaks into your skin so nicely, but it just feels so much more hydrating. I love the consistency of this one so much. It just leaves your skin feeling like so incredibly hydrated when you put it on. But I just want to put more on. And actually it's really, really moisturizing and hydrating. I can just get away with just using this, like when my skin is really oily. This is enough moisture for me. So I don't know, I really can't say enough good things about the treatment lotion. It's something that if you've been wanting to try La Mer and you don't know what you want to try, I would say this is a really, really good intro product into La Mer, because it gives you all the ferment filtrates in there, like the algae extract and everything, so you're getting all of that, and I feel like it's really penetrating the skin well. So if you don't want to get a cream, I would say this would be a really good first sort of product to get from La Mer. I cannot tell you how much I love this stuff enough. So yeah, that was my next step. And then you're supposed to wait, I think, like a minute or so in between La Mer. I mean, I would say for all skincare routines, you don't want to just like pile on product one after another, because it's not going to give your skin time to, you know, absorb it. So yeah, I would just give your skin some time to absorb the product in between steps. So that's what I do. And just, you know, make sure your skin doesn't feel like it's super wet before you put on the next step. So, and I don't know if any of you are into La Mer. I'm sure you have seen a lot of the girls on YouTube, like Morgan Talks, I think, and I think her name's Jamie Quinn. I love those 2 girls, Morgan Talks and Jamie Quinn. They are ride or die La Mer, La Mer girls. They have really good videos on all their products, so I've watched a lot of those. And just if you're interested in like individual reviews of La Mer, I would say go check out those 2 girls. So okay, next step in my morning skincare routine is my serum. So I've been trying the lifting and contour serum. I have a sample of it right here. So as I was saying, I've been trying the lifting and contour serum, so I'm going to put a little of that on before I go into my next step. But I can't give you my full thoughts on this yet because it's just a tiny small sample. So, but just so that you guys can see, take about like 2 1/4 pump, and that's what it looks like. And I kind of just spread this on. I don't know how well this lifts and contours, but since I have a sample, I'm going to use it. It feels really, really nice. It smells a little bit different than the other La Mer serums. It still smells really nice though. And the thing that I like about La Mer is, even though they do have They are scented. They're very lightly scented in my opinion compared to like Chanel or something like that. Chanel, I can't. It's just too... Chanel, Guerlain, even sometimes Dior. I love their products, but it's just overly scented to me. Valmont too. So, okay, so that was the lifting and contour serums. So it soaks in really, really nicely, and yeah, it feels really nice, hydrating. I don't know if it lifts at all, but any help I can get would be great. Okay, and so I'm gonna let that sink in for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with my next step. So yeah, I just double checked, and I wasn't wrong. It is Morgan Talks and Jamie Quinn on YouTube. They do awesome La Mer videos. So if you're interested in more La Mer videos, I'm sure you've either already seen them or you can go check them out. So yeah, those two girls are awesome with their La Mer content. So the lifting and contour serum has soaked in. So now I'm going to go in with my next step, which is the Revitalizing Hydrating Serum, which looks like that. It's a nice glass bottle. And I've used quite a bit of this actually already. So I take 1.5 pumps, and that's what it looks like. So it's a slightly light greenish tinted serum. And I just take my fingers and I gently massage it in. This one, when I first opened it, smelled like it had gone bad or something. Like, I mean, it still had the smell of La Mer, but I don't know, it just had this interesting sort of smell, but I can't really smell it anymore. I think I've become sort of like nose deaf to it. But when I first used it, I was like, I don't know, I almost felt like I had gotten an old bottle or something. If anybody else uses that and felt the same way, let me know, but I don't smell it anymore. One thing I can say about this hydrating serum is it penetrates the skin and soaks in so fast and so well. It just makes my skin feel so smooth, so hydrated. So it feels like I just put like humidity on my face, which I need. So that's why I really like this hydrating serum. How much do you get in here? You get 1 fluid ounce, so you get the same amount. You get the same amount that you do in La Mer. I mean, you get the same amount that you do in Biologique Recherche. So I don't know. I feel like I go through Biologique Recherche serums so fast. So we'll see how long it takes me to go through this bottle, but you do get the same amount. But I feel like you know, a little bit goes a lot longer with La Mer. So that was the hydrating serum. And then that has already soaked in. Like it just feels like my skin has been, I don't know, in like a steam room or something. It just feels like I have so much more hydration in my skin. So that really, really works. My skin just feels like plump and soft and like hydrated. Like I really feel like there's hydration in my skin. So I love that serum. All right, guys, so after the hydrating serum has soaked in, and like I said, it soaks in really quick, I go in with the concentrate, which looks like this. I have the small baby bottle, but after using this for, I don't know how long, a month, I can already tell you I'm gonna have to buy the bigger bottle. So I love this stuff so, so much. I don't know what they did when they made this product, but they put like miracle broth in it. Yeah, it is like a miracle product. So that's what it looks like. I don't know if I showed you guys the applicator yet, but it comes out like a spatula. It comes out like this. And I just swipe one side on my hand. One side of the spatula. And then I warm it up between my fingers. And then I just press it all over. You don't want to use a lot with the concentrate. So you're only supposed to use like a small pea-sized amount. You guys, when you put this on, it feels like you're putting some kind of like silk or something on your skin. It is just the most smoothing product I have ever tried. And I do know that I have complained in the past about silicones in my skincare and how I hate silicones because they clog up my pores. Well, La Mer uses silicones in their skincare, but I haven't had any clogged pores. Like none. So I don't know if it's just their way that they formulate their products, but I haven't had any clogged pores. My blackheads on my nose have been basically non-existent, and I know my skin is drier now, so that also is contributing to that, but I would have expected to see some blackheads, like more with the silicones in the products, but I haven't had any. So I am a huge fan of the concentrate. It makes my skin feel so smooth, like it feels like silk, like it just feels so smooth, and it feels like it gets rid of any redness. So I mean, other than that, from my nose strip, it just feels like after I put it on, any sort of redness that I've had, it kind of just takes it down a notch. So I don't know why this stuff is so good, but it is amazing, and it just leaves your skin feeling really smooth and soft. And when I use this at night, when I wake up in the morning, my skin is just so incredibly soft, and I know it's from this. So you guys, this stuff is amazing. This stuff has been used to like heal scars and burns. I mean, that's the whole thing behind La Mer, right? So I don't know, this stuff is amazing. I love it so much. So I like to let this soak into my skin for 5 minutes before I do anything. So that's what I'm gonna go do. Just let this soak in, and I will be back with the next steps. Okay guys, so I have let the concentrate right here soak in for 5 minutes, and now I feel like I'm ready to go on to my next step, which is the Hydrating infused emulsion. So that's what this one looks like. This is La Mer's newest launch. I think it launched like in August or something. So this is their emulsion step. So this would be what you use before your moisturizer, and it's supposed to boost your moisturizer, it's supposed to boost hydration, balance the skin, and if you're someone who's really dry, this might be sort of a crucial step for you because it's a thinner, it's a milky consistency, so it's going to penetrate the skin deeper and just give you more long-lasting hydration as opposed to just putting a cream straight on. So it's actually a plastic bottle, which is unlike, well, the treatment lotion and the tonic are also, but this is actually a lower price point product from La Mer. So if you want to sort of get your feet wet in La Mer, I would say, well, it's sold out right now, like pretty much everywhere, but this product is a good one if you're someone who's oily, like really oily, but you want a moisturizer and something that's going to give your skin like a really nice glow. I would say you could use this as your moisturizer. It's really hydrating and moisturizing enough. So especially during the summer months, you could definitely get away with just using this and not even using a cream on top. I did that for a while right when I got it during the summer when it was really, really hot outside, and I felt like totally fine. Even in this dry heat, I felt this was enough moisture for me. So let me just show you the consistency. So I take 1.5 pumps, and as you can see, it is running down my hand. So it is pretty runny, and I just press it, and it instantly feels super hydrating, moisturizing, very lightweight, very smooth, and it just feels like a very lightweight moisturizer, and this leaves such a nice glow. It smells just like La Mer. I just like to pat that in at the end. But I love this product. It's such a good booster for your moisturizer. And I feel like it really helps to sort of lock in the moisture and the hydration before you put your cream on. I feel like you're just giving your skin that added drink of hydration and moisture. And despite the fact that I am oily, so you would think like, well, you don't really need that much moisture, right? But I do live in a place where it's pretty dry, so I like to make sure that I'm doubling up on my moisture, especially now because I'm pregnant and my skin is just drier. I don't like to expose my skin to the dry heat and just the dry air, so I try to keep my skin as hydrated and moisturized as possible with products so that my skin doesn't, like, I like to have a barrier on my skin basically at all times. So that's why, even though I have oily skin, I use products like this. So that was the Hydrating Infused Emulsion. And I think I'm gonna buy this is the smaller size. They have like a, how many ounces is this? This is 1.7 fluid ounces. So they have one that's in a much bigger bottle. So when it comes back in stock and when I'm done with this, I'm gonna pick up the bigger one. And so I let that sink in. Again, make sure all your products are nicely soaked into your skin before you move on. And the last and final step in my morning skincare routine is the moisturizing soft lotion. So I use the soft lotion during the day, and then I use the soft cream at night. So this comes in a nice glass bottle, and I want to say I used to use this back in maybe like 2009 or 10. I don't recall it was ever in a glass. I feel like they used to be in plastic bottles, but now they're in nice glass bottles, and they do have a matte version of this. So they have the moisturizing soft lotion, and then they have the moisturizing matte lotion or something like that. So if you're someone that's super oily, you can try the matte version. And all for this, I mean, all that I do is I take one pump on my finger like that. So that's what it looks like. As you can see, it's not as runny, nearly as runny as the emulsion. So it's thicker in consistency, even though it is a lotion. And I just warm it up on my fingers a little bit, and then I just press it into my skin. And this, I feel like, just is the perfect last step to everything that I did. It seals in your moisture so well. It leaves your skin feeling like you have a nice barrier of moisture on your skin all day. I don't feel like I get dry at all. I feel like my skin just maintains this sort of humid feeling that I get from the hydrating serum, and it locks it in. It just feels so hydrating, moisturizing, and like I said, like a barrier or something. And so I love the moisturizing soft lotion during the day. It's a perfect base for makeup and leaves your skin with a nice glow. Your skin looks super plump and moisturized and like No amount of dryness is gonna get through this. Okay, so that is, and I just I like to really just pat it in and make sure that it's all getting soaked in. So that is my last step, the moisturizing soft lotion. And then if I'm going out, I will use the Radiant Skin Tint. This is broad spectrum SPF 30. I have mine in shade Fair 02, which I think is the second shade, 02. It's a little bit light for me right now since it's summer still, and it's, you know, I have some sun on my skin. But I think it's going to be the perfect shade for me during the winter and coming into spring. So I'll show you guys the consistency of this. This does have physical and chemical SPF in it, which I'm not a fan of chemical SPF, but I don't really use this as my sole SPF. So if I'm going out, I will put on, if I know I'm going to be in the sun for a long time, I will put on my Tizo SPF 40, the zinc one. So, but just so you guys can see what this looks like. So this is Fair 02, and it does leave your skin looking radiant, and I like it because it looks very skin-like, and yep. So let me just rub that in more so that you guys can see. It leaves your skin with a really, really nice radiance. I love it. So that is what I will put on at the very end, the skin tint, and then I put my makeup right on top, and I'm ready to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed my updated morning skincare routine. I know it's not all Biologique Recherche anymore, and you know, I don't know what else to say other than I wish they wouldn't have reformulated all the products that I love. I know some people are fine with the reformulations, but I haven't been hearing the best reviews from them, so I don't know. I have one backup of Serum Placenta left in my refrigerator, and the best, just the most amazing serum ever. And I've heard that the new ISO Placenta serum, you can't use that under your eyes, and which is one of the things that I loved using placenta for, was just for like right here in this dark area. Like, I don't have severe dark circles. I will be having severe dark circles when my baby is born, but I just have darkness sort of like right here, and so I do have allergies, and I have, you know, fair skin, so I know where my darkness comes from. I also am low in vitamin D, so, you know, I have some underlying issues that cause the darkness right here. But yeah, so that's what I normally would use placenta for, other than obviously to heal any post acne scars and things like that, which I know the new one is supposed to be for. But I have heard that you're not allowed to use that one around your eye area. So that really, really was not good news for me. And then, so far all I've really been using from Biologique Recherche right now is Serum Elastin. And then I will use the Complex Cerebial if I have any breakouts. So those are the two serums that I'm using right now. I'm trying to save my favorite ones, like splenodermine, placenta, ones that I know that I can't get again. And splenodermine right now for me, I don't know if it's just pregnancy or what, but the smell of splenodermine is so strong and so different for me now that I can't use it right now. So it's it's not being used at the moment, and so I'm saving that. I won't be able to buy it anymore, so. But yeah, so that is my updated morning skincare routine. If you have any questions, leave them down below, comments. Again, let me know if you remember who I'm talking about, the OG skincare YouTuber. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!